Steve, and welcome back to the channel. Man, we get deeper down the rabbit hole with this crypto stuff. As we all know, Sam Bankman-Fried just got apprehended a couple days ago. He's the one that's responsible for the FTX fiasco, scam, Ponzi scheme, what have you, whatever you want to call it. Today, news has come out that Binance CEO and founder, what's his name, Changpeng Zhao? They call him CZ. Now, he's under investigation somewhat, and he incriminated himself on TV, on MSNBC, not MSNBC, CNBC, and he actually went on there and got interviewed. Now, we all know that this is a hot topic with crypto. Last year, we had a lot of bankruptcies. We had a lot of crypto companies hacked for millions of dollars. A lot of people lost money. Well, no, this year. I don't want to say last year. We ain't in the new year yet. This year. This is a bad year for the crypto market. And it had a lot of scrutiny. It fell into a lot of scrutiny. And it had a lot of negative taste. And it left it in people's mouths. The coup de grace was the FTX fiasco, right? Binance's name is up in there. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested. And he's going to tell and name names. Everybody's trying to find out where the money is because Sam Bankman-Fried spent it frivolously and he was in debt with other companies. The main company he was indebted to is Binance, ran by CZ. What does CZ do? Instead of sitting back and figuring out what direction he wants to go in this, being that the guy that he knows that supposedly he was kind of like low-key extorting in business, funneling his money out, is locked up. Truth gonna come out. What does he do? He get up there. Kevin O'Leary yesterday, Shark Tank co-host Kevin O'Leary, who lost $15 million in the FTX fiasco. He's pissed. He's trying to get his money back. Yesterday, they showed him talking to Senate, where he was testifying as a victim of the FTX BS. He mentioned Binance, and he said, hey, I talked to Sam Bankman-Fried on the phone, and I said, where's the money? He said, Sam told me I had to funnel the money, some of the money I had to pay them because I was indebted to them, and it was like millions of dollars for me to even still function as a company. Now, mind you, FTX and Binance are rivals, right? From what I understand, they're rivals. And honestly, I didn't think they liked each other. But Kevin O'Leary said everything he had to say. Now, like I brought up, we had all these problems with the financial problems this year with crypto. The Fed, they was deciding whether they was going to regulate it or not. A lot of people lost money this year. The Fed is upset. They fed up with this. They're going to crush this whole situation. And then the thing that's funny is, and the reason why I bring that up about them, they're going to settle this whole situation. Anybody whose name come up in this federal investigation, they're going to get subpoenaed. CZ going to get subpoenaed. And after this interview, I couldn't believe he went on CNBC and talked by himself. He didn't have no lawyer, no attorney, no nothing. He went on there and talked with utter confidence and made himself look dumb, y'all. He made himself look stupid. Look, first thing they said was, well, you're saying a lot of the stuff that Sam Bankman-Fried said, online, you're tweeting and all this stuff. You sound just like him before his business went down. Would you submit to an audit? This fool gonna say, oh, well, companies don't know how to audit a cryptocurrency exchange. The dude sitting up there with Becky Quick, who was the other person interviewing, they were talking. The guy said Deloitte is a company that can audit crypto. Becky seconded. Yeah, it's a company called Deloitte. Deloitte to do your crypto. He went right over the question. He went right over it. Second question that made him look stupid was this. He said, yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried said he gave you like billions of dollars. I don't know if it's the 2.1 billion that they was talking about on the video, but it's multiple billions of dollars that was supposed to be ran in there where I guess he used it to, CZ used it, or Binance used it to draw money from him for him to do certain things, you know, operate his business. And they said to him, they said, okay, well, could you present $2.1 billion right now if the government asked for it? Could you just pull it back? Because he was like, oh, crypto goes on a one-to-one exchange, you know. I was like, oh, okay, so if it's $2.1 billion, you should be able to produce the $2.1 billion. Could you do that? He says, well, we could do it. We don't have any debt. We don't have any creditors or anything. We instead of him saying, yeah, he could do it, this is what he said. Oh, we let the lawyers handle that. We would let our lawyers handle that. Why would you let your lawyers handle that if, excuse me, why would you let your lawyers handle that if you had the money? You know, if I got an exchange and I put my money in exchange and I go to take my money out in stock or whatever, you know what I mean? I should be able to take it out. I don't need a lawyer. And I was like, I was looking at them, I'm like, yo, this guy looks stupid. And they were just staring at him like, when he talked, they were just staring. He was looking really bad all the way around the boat. Then the part that's funny is they brought up something about $500 million, right? And they was like, yeah, well, Sam Bankman-Fried said so. And when this is when, you know, they said, well, if we did a clawback, right, which is like, you know, we have to forcefully take the money back from you, will we get $2.1 billion after you said that, you know, you have it? He says, he paused after he answered the question. They was looking at him like this. He was like, honestly, you know, because they said something about $500 million, $580 million or something like that with Sam Bankman-Fried. He was like, honestly, we forgot we had it. How do you forget you had $580 billion? So that right there, let me know your bookkeeping is suspect too. You know what I'm saying? And when they said that, they was looking at him like, and then the coup de grace was this. Yeah, he was like, we don't have no creditors. We don't owe nobody, right? They was like, okay, you don't owe nobody? He said, so you never leverage customer funds like FTX did and put it in stocks or anything like that. You've never done any of that. You can, so he says, oh, well, she said, you never done any of that. He went right over it. He didn't answer. Then she said, but you have no credit, have no debt or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, he jumps up and he says this out of his mouth in reference to talking about Kevin O'Leary. He says, oh, we got creditors. We got credit. What did he say? We got auditors right now working on some of our stuff with creditors right now. I thought you didn't have no creditors. I thought nobody can audit you. Man, all the way around the board, man, he looked crazy. But honestly, man, I mean, the interview was crazy. And if you get a chance, you know, go and take a look at it. Man, CZ, when he gets to talk, when Sam Bankman-Fried gets to talking, I think they trying to do this big thing where they take all these crypto companies down. And CZ don't even live in the country. That's one of the things I talk about with why I'm a lot against crypto. Not beside it being unregulated, you can't even sue these companies. They're all in different places, and then they're ran through different companies where, like, if you think you're suing this person, they're like, oh, we don't own it. Another company, you got to go through all these different networks, and it'll make you it exhausts you before you can even find somebody that's going to own up and say they own the company. They break the companies down. And it's like any honest square dealing company will have a contact us, you know, platform, especially dealing with any type of exchange of funds or holding of funds, where guys, they'd be easy to get in contact with. That's why I used to get on Robinhood when you couldn't even call Robinhood for a while. You couldn't even get in touch with nobody. Remember when Robinhood lost all that money and money was hacked? People couldn't get in contact with anybody. Hey, where's my money? It's not a sound investment, man. I keep my money in the market and I stick with it. But I mean, guys, take a look at that video. You get a chance to see it. I was going to leave a link in the description of the video in here, but I didn't know if I could do that from copyright infringement. I don't know if I can do that with the news. I mean, if any of y'all know, let me know. But Yeah, check that video out. Man, CZ made himself look dumb. But if you watch him in any of the, because I watch more than one video with him, you watch him in any of them videos, when they ask the right question, he be looking crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets subpoenaed. And one of the things that I think about, he move around, you know, he can move, not that he moves around, he can move around different places. I think he's from China. I think with his last name, Zhao, I think he's from China. But I don't know if his company is based in China. But guys, this is a bad thing. And I'm telling you, we ain't seen the end of this situation with this FTX fiasco. And I think Binance is a target of the U.S. government too. This guy right here, they talking about he won't come to America because of fear of getting arrested, because there's been lawsuits against him and the people can't get, you know, the lawsuit settled because it's a big web of where to send a check, where to send the lawyer letters to. So he already under scrutiny, you know. So guys, stay tuned, man. This thing gets crazier and crazier. We'll see how it goes. But I mean, I would not mess with Binance at all. I don't know if any of y'all are dealing with them or trading on their platform. This is a recipe for disaster. I don't want to see nobody lose their money. But we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, it's a funny interview. If you get a chance to check it out, by all means, check it out. But as always, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll see how everything goes, man.